Just what did you take away from the tape from the Hall of Fame meeting?
Guys played really hard, really fast, physical. Thought the things we had seen with pretty much the whole roster of the position groups, ascending, and I thought our conditioning was really good.
So you got worked out Keenan Friday. How did that go?
Went well. Did a lot of Keenan things. Yeah, it was an impressive workout.
Is that you see things with your words getting healed up with it?
I think you probably know my feelings on that pretty much. Dating back from when I first took the job, competitors welcome at the Los Angeles Chargers, and the interest has always been there in Keenan.
Yeah. Just on Keenan, do you have any sense on timing of when that could happen?
Mr. Joe Ortiz and Keenan's representation would probably have a better idea of that. But yeah, hopeful. As always, competitors, playmakers, as Derwin said, ballers, welcome here at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Do you have any comment on the Denzel situation?
Yeah, he's working through the legalities along with his representation. Had a chance to see him yesterday. Went over and visited, and he was in good spirits. And love Denzel. He's always done right. He's never been in trouble. Got a beautiful family, and we're just letting the due process play out.
Is there any update on Najee?
Better today than yesterday. He was better yesterday than he was the day before that. Better today than yesterday, and praying better tomorrow than today.
The helmet and doing walking laps around the field, is that just like conditioning part of this process?
Yeah, working through it.
Just to confirm yourself, Denzel.
Doing everything he can. That's what's being recommended that he can do right now.
You visited Denzel at the camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then just with Makai, we haven't seen him at practice in about a week at this point. What's he doing?
He's working through something.
Any severity?
No, I wouldn't put it. I'd put it in not severe category.
Something happened in practice.
Something he's working through.
And Ladd, I mean, Greg told us it was extremely minor though. Do a time out there, as far as when it's going to be back in practice.
He's back doing everything he can too, and back right now it's walkthrough, and he's limited to that right now, but expect that'll keep improving.
What did you see from Zion in his game reps at center?
Really good things. I think the versatility that's been created has been really good. Versatility of Bo's playing guard, has been good. We'll have that in our back pocket. But I think that definitely at every step of this process, Zion has shown a real upside, high ceiling. To have the diversity, to have the ability to play center as well as be a starting guard.
Do you have an idea of when you want to kind of settle on that best five up front?
Yeah, I'm pretty much getting there. It's Bo's right now, center, and Zion guard. But probably will play more snaps just in this game with Zion at center. Just to have more of those game reps. Those are valuable. Right there, I mean, I'm just bullish on the offensive line. The best five right now is as we see it is Rashawn at left tackle, Zion at left guard, Brad Bozeman at center, Mekhi Becton right guard, and Joe Alt right tackle, and then really, really good, almost like starters. Trey Pipkins as a swing tackle, and Jamari, the next guard in, and then Andre James at center has ascended as well. So that's the way I see the depth chart there, and I'm bullish on them. They're doing a heck of a job.
How do you think the backup quarterback battle going?
It'll continue. The good players that are talented and competing for the betterment of the team is a good thing for us. I see a really good one going on, and it's not with Trey Harris and KLS too. It's a really cool dynamic. They're in the same draft class. I'm just happy we have them both. They're really doing well, but this is 2 days in a row where KLS will make a play, and then there's Trey Harris, and there's another Trey Harris, and there's another KLS, and then there's another Trey, and then 2 KLSs, and it just goes back and forth. When you come out of both practices yesterday and the day before, made splash plays by both. Both really doing well with their assignment, and that's the kind of good competition can't pull the right word right now, but they're friends, and it's really good and healthy for our team.
Jim, what have you liked about what Nico Reed has kind of brought to that defense?
Yeah, a good young ascending player. I've said that he's really been doing well in practice. Usually when we play well in practice, you play well in the game. That was the case for Nico. And he's one of those guys that's been working through some things too, and still playing good, which just leads you to believe that's a football player right there. So keep going, and good thing about when a player is doing well, does well, when the first game action, live action, makes those kind of plays, then we can hold you to that now, and come back and do the same thing in practice and the game this week.
Coach, Hall of Fame game, it's a lot of history there. Does a sense of identity come with that for the team? Gates going in, you guys playing well. How do you think that affects the team emotionally?
I think it had a positive effect all the way around. Starting from just going through the Hall of Fame, guys are engaged, or they're stopping to look at the exhibits, read. Then they want to see the players that they grew up watching, and it was good. Guys counting. Okay, I coached this many guys, or this many guys are from the Chargers. It was just real positive.
Going back to Keenan for a second, if you guys were to bring him in, outside of just bringing in more competition into the room, where would he fit in specifically in terms of position? Where would he play? As slot outside? Where do you feel like he could fit into the location?
He's got the ability and the license, to be one of the best, and then that all gets determined on the field. Who we play, we play the best players. How do we know who the best players are? They play the best. So, like all the receivers on our team, he would have that opportunity.
And just on a general level, when you look at the roster, does it feel like the competition for the 53-man is more competitive this year than last year in terms of just the number of guys that are making cases at this point between camp?
It does. At every position group.
And just how encouraging is that in terms of the depth that Joe's been able to build last year?
Yeah, as I spoke about it after the game, and that really hit me after the going through this far in camp, you know, the off season we've had, camp we've had, the first preseason game, yeah, ton of credit to Joe Ortiz, Chad, Alexander, the entire personnel staff. I mean, you know, it's to your point. I mean, I feel better at every position group, and I'm seeing that on the field, looking at the tape and watching it on a daily basis. It's really encouraging.
You said that you gave him a knife for his birthday or something like that. What was the reason for that?
Just I'd like to give people birthday presents.
Have you always done that? Like giving your players gifts and like, well, I guess generally those did. Like from when you first started coaching, like when y'all practiced in San Diego, talking to some of your other players like Wes and JT, and they talked about how different you see.
Yeah,
like, have you always done that kind of stuff, like presents and texts and like all that kind of stuff?
Especially, birthdays, yeah, for sure. I mean, just that's an important day. I mean, you live, however many, 365 days times the amount of years you've been on this earth, and only one out of those 365 days are birthdays. Makes it a big deal to me. And go make it a great day, make it a great week, make it a great month, make it a great year, and just gratitude and that you get to punch your ticket for another trip around the sun. That's really big stuff. So yeah, I mean, I make a big deal out of it. I like to get another year. I like to punch my ticket for another year around the sun, and I care about the guys, deeply. So yeah, give them a could be in this case with a little knife, got a message on it, and who's got it better than us? Nobody. Yeah, just a little pocket knife. Yeah. I use mine for various things. Mostly breaking down the boxes at home, put it in the recycle. It's really handy.
Does the birthday text, has that been the same text since?
I change it up.
You don't copy and paste it?
Pretty much one full year I'll copy and paste that message, and then the next birthday, the next year, it's a different message. If you want to really peel back the layer of the onion, yeah.
So who got the new text? Was there?
Durham got a new one, yeah.
He was the first one.
I can't say he was the first one. I think it was.
There's one more thing. Did you send these texts, or did somebody took these texts up for you?
No, I sent it.
Thanks.
Important information being gleaned at today's press conference. And I also do not send those texts or give those presents out because I'm trying to get something back for my birthday, December 23rd. That is not even in the equation. December 23rd.
Jim, what was it like to tour Canton with your team?
It was a great experience. As I mentioned before, it was just really, really positive. It takes you back to, for me and other guys that I talked to, it takes you back from when you were a youngster, and you were first just so excited about football and hoping you'd be good enough and hoping you'd be picked and watching the guys on TV and emulating them and then to go to the Hall of Fame and see them and their stories. It really took me back to that place as a youngster, and that joy of playing football and the gratitude for being able to play football.
Did you have the guys a speech or anything?
Pardon?
Did you give the guys a speech or the team or anything while you guys were there?
No.
Did you have a favorite pro quarterback?
I talk to the guys all the time. I don't really call it a speech.
No, I mean, I just didn't know if you would like gather them around and did something like that.
No, we didn't have a talk in the Hall of Fame.
You have a favorite pro quarterback or player growing up?
Did I?
Yeah, who would be your guys?
Ooh, there was a lot. That's when I was super young. Joe Namath, then Burt Jones, really liked him. Brian Sipe, Roger Staubach, yeah, maybe. John Elway, probably when I was in high school. But yeah, I've always fan of many that have played the position.
Was that what it's?
I wouldn't just say there was one. It's like
Yeah.
it's a whole list.
Were you a Palo Alto?
Yeah.
How long was that?
Yeah, I was a junior in high school and a senior in high school in Palo Alto when John was a sophomore at Stanford and a junior at Stanford. I used to go to the workouts, go to the practices, and watch them. And all those guys would come back. It was a pretty cool time. James Lofton, Ken Marjoram, all these guys that were in the pros would come back in the summer and they'd have these throwing sessions, and Steve Dills would be out there. Jim Plunkett came one time or two, and then if they didn't have enough quarterbacks, I would just sit there with I'd have a ball and ready to jump in, and got to jump in twice in those throwing sessions, and had to throw a 14-yard in route to Ken Marjoram, going from right to left. It's the most nervous I've ever been to throw a ball in my entire life. And I put up one foot in front of his number.
Peyton did that with the Saints. Jim Morrow let him go in high school, and when Archie was the color guy there.
Yeah.
Any other experiences like that you remember from being able to step in and throw balls at Stanford when you were in high school, or
I mean, just all of it. Just the gratitude from the time I was first started going to practices. My dad was coaching at Iowa, and we'd go to about every practice. I mean, I'd leave school, dribble my basketball over to the practice field and watch practice. Sometimes getting a game, on the sidelines, jumping over dummies. Michigan, same. Some legendary stories there about getting kicked out of practice by Bo Schembechler. And pardon?
feet on his desk?
Yeah, that was not getting kicked out of practice, but that was getting kicked out of his chair in his office. And then in the Stanford days, and continued even when I was playing pro ball. That's how I started in coaching. Going back to my dad was coaching at Western Kentucky, going there and helping at spring ball, and then eventually got hired onto his staff as a coach at Western Kentucky when they had a hiring freeze one year, and I was playing for the Chicago Bears and I coached for Western Kentucky University. It was just amazing things with growing up with your dad as a coach.
Jim, are there moments on your career that you look back on that you point to that helped you evolve as a coach, or change, or you learn something that stand out to you?
Yeah. All the time. I mean, I'd sum it up this way, that everything I've learned has been, I learned from my mom and dad, and the things I learned on my own were things that they told me along the way that I didn't quite hear good enough at the time, and so many others have poured into. The last time I played for Bo Schembechler, played for Mike Ditka, Lindy Infante, been around, hired by Al Davis, and then there's many. Dave Adolph, got to coach with him at USD. Lived a pretty good life of being mentored by some of the greatest ever associated in the game.